Miles, let's go ahead and talk about the Baltimore Ravens coming off a huge win. We just saw it. They beat the Patriots 37-26 in Foxborough. That's obviously a really tough place to play, and they get the job done. A lot of big performances this day, but I think your hat has to go off to Lamar Jackson. 5 total touchdowns, 4 through the air. He's on a blistering hot pace. But before we hand it off to you, Miles, I want to hear from Ravens fans in the comment section below who you think the MVP was. Let us know. Was it a guy like Jackson? Obviously, he's going to jump out. Andrews had a big day. How about Justice Hill doing a good job? Defense made some turnovers. Let us know in the comments section below who you think the MVP was. But Miles, what are your thoughts on this win by the Ravens?
So yeah, Nick, this is a good overall team win. Obviously, defense gave up a good amount of yards. It wasn't like the Ravens defenses of old; they weren't shutting out the Patriots. But after the pass game of the Dolphins and blowing a fourth quarter lead, this defense hung on and not only kept them in the game, they made four huge turnovers to keep the ball going back to Baltimore's way. And I think it made Patriots had multiple opportunities to score. Defense, three interceptions, a huge fumble recovery as well. So the defense did phenomenal, I think, in keeping the Patriots out of the end zone, keeping the win alive, and just a good performance overall. I had some notes. Justice Hill was very explosive in the run game. Obviously, 6 carries for 60 yards. It's pretty good. He had a bunch of big plays. He was kind of a liability in pass coverage, though. He missed a key block that got Jackson sacked. Also, there's no communication between him and Patrick McCary, which in turn led to Patrick McCary doing whatever injury he had to his ankle and is out for the rest of the game. So that's a concern. We got to shore up the left tackle position, but everyone hates him. But today he was a hero. Greg Roman, great job in the adjustment with Daniel Falalele. He really was struggling right at the beginning. They made some key adjustments at halftime, came back, and you didn't really see Lamar under too much pressure from Falalele as well. So I just think overall, obviously, Devin Duvernay, huge game, a lot of big returns, flipped the field a couple times. He had a nice corner touchdown catch. A lot of really great things with the Ravens today, Nick. What did you see that impressed you?
Yeah, so obviously you brought the defense finishing. How about this? Their last 3 defensive possessions, they forced turnovers in 4 of their last 5. So they couldn't finish last week against Miami, to your point. This week they did, and that's obviously a huge part why they won this game. But I'm going to go back to Lamar Jackson. 4 touchdowns through the air, 1 on the ground, over 100 yards rushing. But I love down the stretch. It's 31-26. It's, game still up for the grabs. Baltimore gets the football back, and great players and good teams have to finish games. That's exactly what Lamar Jackson did. He had the nice throw to Bateman. That was a big play. He then had a run, about 20-yard run, a play or two later. It may have actually been the next play. And of course, he finishes the drive off with another touchdown run. It is those kind of big plays that are MVP level stuff. And when I see what Lamar Jackson did, and people forget this is still not, a stacked offense. This isn't like the Miami Dolphins with Waddle and Tyreek Hill or one of these other contenders. Isn't like the Bucks offense where there's just playmakers everywhere. There's some good players, but there's still, a lot of question marks, a lot of pieces. Bateman has some struggles sometimes. Duvernay is more of a returner. He can't do everything at the wide receiver position. Injuries on the offensive line and running back. But you wouldn't know that with how Lamar Jackson runs this offense and everything he's able to do. And in my mind, we saw through the first 2 games of the season, he played well in both games. He played even better today. I think he has 100% earned that massive contract that everyone believes is right around the corner. And you talk about a guy who bet on himself. He has bet on himself, and it's going to turn out really big for him.
Yeah, no, he's going to get a massive deal here. You can't not pay him. Obviously, Mark Andrews also had a big day, but Lamar had the biggest day. Obviously, his 12th overall 100-yard rushing game, 2 higher than any other quarterback in NFL history. I believe Michael Vick only had 10. So, breaking records every which way but loose. Lamar is incredible. A couple other things I wrote down, Nick. I'm pretty comfortable, although after I said this, he did miss an extra point. But I'm pretty sure I'm comfortable with Justin Tucker trotting onto the field anywhere inside the 60-yard range, and I feel comfortable he's going to make it. Nice 56-yard field goal, straight down the middle, had plenty of room. Just all around, I'm very happy with the win. Patriots by no means are an easy team. Don't let their record fool you. This is a team that people have even talked about specifically. They drafted speed to kind of deal with Baltimore and Lamar Jackson. Even though he was out, they say Kyle Duggar was a guy that was a quick guy that's supposed to spy Lamar Jackson, a couple other things. But overall, great team win, and you got to be really happy with the performance.